Mushroom, do we eat mushrooms?
Well, the first thing I like about it is that it lets you get out of the classroom a little bit more, and you get to taste foods that are freshly picked and cut, not like buying them from the supermarket and then bringing them home.
I really like feeding the animals and touching the bunnies. I like the garden because we have classes in it and we grow stuff. Sometimes we eat stuff, and it's fun to plant things and dig. So there's a lot of things I love.
My favorite thing about the Farm and Garden program is A, watching the students be able to participate, and then B, the opportunity to sample some of the various things that they're growing in the yard is also kind of fun for me at the end of the day.
We currently have 3 chickens and 2 rabbits. We have a lot of growing space for mixed vegetables, as well as fruit trees. We have a lemon tree and a persimmon tree, which is a favorite. The persimmon tree this year fed all the students in the school for like a month. But all students, transitional kindergarten through 5th grade here at LeConte Elementary, get 1 garden class for 45 minutes every other week. They come out with the classroom teacher as a whole group. We have a district garden curriculum that's linked to next generation science standards and Common Core standards, as well as California health and nutrition standards. So our lessons are linked to those standards. They're somewhat seasonally based. They range from learning about soils to learning about conserving water to learning about seed dispersal, everything that they learn in sciences, language arts. There's a lot of really great direct connections to classroom curriculum. And when the students come out here, we usually have an opening circle. We sit down, I introduce what we're going to do for the time. We have a sort of a lesson portion here in the garden in our outdoor classroom, where we use visual aids. I draw on the board, pass things around, sort of depending on what the lesson is. We always eat something when the kids come out, preferably from the garden, but it's always in season. It's always something locally available. And ideally, we get them into the garden to do some garden activities as well.
The thing that's really great about having the Farm and Garden is that it's unique. I've worked in previous school districts where there wasn't any sort of Farm and Garden program. Some of the students who struggle in the classroom thrive in the Farm and Garden, so it's an opportunity for them to have success. Also, the fact that we're in an urban environment, a lot of these students would not otherwise have an opportunity to work with the soil and learn about the life cycle of the plants and the animals, the chickens included. So the fact that they're able to access something that they might not otherwise have the opportunity to access, I think is really unique for them here at LeConte.
The garden program and experiences in the garden and garden classes have affected the lives of students here at LeConte Elementary School. First and foremost because they gain an understanding of where their food comes from. They also get the experience of seeing their food grow. They get an understanding of what it means to eat healthy, fresh, seasonal food. It gets them excited about eating healthy food, specifically fruits and vegetables. Outside of the nutrition and healthy lifestyles part of the program, they get an experience outside. They get an experience in a garden, which a lot of urban kids don't get. They get an opportunity to learn about school curriculum in a different setting. It's a great way for students with different learning styles to still be able to be successful in a classroom environment, in a school environment. It's experiential learning. That's always how I've learned best, through getting to experience something rather than just understanding the theory of it.
Most of my fifth graders over the past several years have expressed the farm and garden program as being one of their favorite aspects of LeConte.
It hits kids that don't necessarily do well in other situations. I have kids that can't handle inside, but they're really good students in the garden. I have a parent yesterday came to me and said, my kid never talks about school, but last night all we did is talk about what you did in the garden. And she goes, I was really excited because he's never said anything about any of his classes, even though we prod and prod and prod. So I think it hits all the students, whether you're gifted or whether you're, just struggling, and it makes everyone kind of on an equal level.
I really like it because it gives you a chance to learn when you're outside, not cooped up in a classroom, sitting in a chair, hard plastic chair.
The students definitely take home what they learn in the farm and garden program because I hear it from the parents on a weekly basis. And when we do report card conferences and we talk about what the children are doing in class, they always mention the kids love how science is integrated with the farm and garden program. They love coming down.
We are not our own nonprofit. All of the garden coordinators, garden teachers are employees of the school district. We were previously funded by a grant for 12 years, which made sort of our message more the nutrition side. It was coming from the USDA as a healthy lifestyles education opportunity for kids. Preventative health education was the idea. So it's a little different in that sense.
So the program has changed significantly. I'm a member of the SGC, which is the committee that allocates funds. I'll tell you one of the primary things is that we've had a little trouble getting the funds for it.
Whether they're going to be a big doctor or a lawyer, or they're going to be a farmer, or they're going to be a chef, or whatever they choose to do, I feel like the things that students learn out here are applicable to everyday life, regardless of where you come from and regardless of what you choose to do.
I just feel really nice when I'm walking through a garden and all I can hear is the breeze.